Louise, welcome back. We're going to do a little more history of Louise today, but first I want to show you another beautiful house across the street that is undergoing a massive renovation. That is the Willie house, owned today by Fable Willie Candler and her husband Brian. They bought their home about 3 years ago at the same time that the city of Louisville gained possession of Louise. Fable's grandmother owned both the Willie house and the little house, and then they eventually passed to her Aunt Eve, who is still living. She's up in her 80s and she's in a retirement home, but she's still with us. We hope to get by there and get to visit with her and learn a lot of things about her time here in Louise. They've spent the last 3 years restoring the Willie house, and so we got some catching up to do, but we're gonna get there. I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that threaten our historic buildings. Probably the #1 threat to historic buildings these days is development. In America, we don't have a great appreciation for our architectural history, and so we seem to think it's easier to just tear down an old building and build something new in its place rather than restoring and revitalizing our history. And so that's part of what we're trying to do here at Louise. But there are lots of other dangers that they face as well. Of course, we face dangers from natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. They pose a huge risk to our historic buildings. But another risk as these homes sit abandoned is vandalism. And we almost lost Louise a few years ago to a little bit of vandalism. You'll see here on the porch, I'm standing in a scorch mark. This is a huge, all here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but all here, this porch is all scorched. And then running up, one of her beautiful original porch rails, scorch, scorch, scorch. And you can't see it from here, but it runs up into the rafters of the porch. The city of Louisville did an amazing job by reacting super quickly to this fire and getting it put out before it could do any massive damage to Louise. But she was almost lost by something as simple as a porch fire that some vandals set. So, thank you so much for being part of saving Louise, of restoring Louise, but thank you for being part of the movement that is about restoring and saving our history, the history that lives inside buildings like Louise. Thanks for joining. See you guys later.